Stanley? Hello? Is everything okay?
No, we're not going. Okay. Alright. Elevator. Fair enough.
You
oh,
see,
wait,
Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy.
I agree.
So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
Okay.
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Whoa! Okay.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Double the trouble, I guess.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think?
I think so. You'd probably get more money
What
than
does it
that as
even
well.
mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there.
For sure.
It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Now he's getting it. Now he's really getting it. New content is out. New content part 2 is in. Heck yeah. Now this is what a growth mindset looks like. This is what following the Agile Manifesto is really all about, my guys. Look at that. Look at the, you can't look at this chart. Look at the brain. You really cannot argue with it. And look at the fern. Remember the fern? They had to remember the last game? I had to remember the fern. There's 2 ferns now. There's 2. Okay. Let's look through these logos. So we got Stanley. This is a good one. I like this. That third one down, that looks like the beginner's guide. Thanks for attending my meeting. Okay, cool. Lots of red. They like the red and the white. Big fan, big fan.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be. But
Okay.
let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it.
Okay.
I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy
I
magic
agree.
than anything scientific or logical, really.
It's true. So here, let's brainstorm. All right, guys. So we're inventing the Stanley Parable 2. So the Stanley Parable 1 was all about you start off with choices, and you can make all these different choices, and they lead to different outcomes, right? Stanley Parable 2, same idea. You're going to be in a different environment. Instead of an office space, let's say you're in a city, and you can just walk anywhere, interact with anybody, and depending on who you interact with, different outcomes will happen. And you can do so many different things. It's just like a choose-your-own-adventure, but like open-world experience. That sounds really hard to code and awful, because it is. And I like, and we're just gonna, that's just the first. Sequels are good. Okay. Portal 2. I like Portal 2. Half-Life 2. Recently played Half-Life 2 with my friends. That should I'm still uploading those videos to my YouTube channel as this is gonna air. Batman Arkham Asylum 2. Arkham City. I actually didn't like Arkham City. I think the best are I've played all of them. I've played Arkham Origins, Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight. I think my favorite is Arkham Knight, and then closely followed by Arkham Origins. Like, those two could interchange pretty well. I actually liked Arkham Asylum better than I liked City, because I just didn't enjoy City, and it went long. Like, I didn't enjoy Asylum better than Arkham City. I enjoyed them the same amount, but like Arkham Asylum was shorter in my, that it felt shorter to me, and I like the fact that it was shorter, because I didn't like City as much. Alright, Doom Divinity, Original Sin 2, never played it. Doom 2, never played it. Aladdin 2, Return of Jafar, never played it. I think I've seen the movie, though. I don't think is it a game? I don't know. Dark Souls 2, I have not played Dark Souls, so this would be a list. This, you know what? This should be a list of games I need to play. So I have the first 3. Haven't played the last 4, so maybe I should play those. The Stanley Parable is the prequel to the Stanley Parable 2. Okay. So that hold on a second. If the Stanley Parable is a sequel, is a prequel to the Stanley Parable 2, that means that the Stanley Parable 2 is a definitive edition, and just the first game are the events leading up to it. So this is Stanley Parable 2 is the main game. So my previous concept isn't okay. Everything's blown out of the window. Everything's just blown out of the water now. Okay. Can I sit in the audience? I need to hear all these new features. I need to get on this bus, the hype train. Okay. Cutting through the red tape. Whoa. This is looking good.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Alright. Whoa. Okay, yeah, so this is what I'm talking about here. Sorry, I didn't mean to just shake my whole thing. Okay. This is what I'm talking. Look at all these choices. Look at all these doors I can walk through. Okay, the Stanley Parable 2 reassurance bucket. Please no screenshots. Okay. Ooh, this is good, man. I'm liking this. Consistent quality with just the right amount of change. That's what you need. What is that noise? The baby is all grown up. Oh, I remember the baby. I failed the baby. Okay. Uh-oh, we don't want to go there yet. So be like that's probably the last place we'll go. Okay. Very flashy. I like flashy. Flashy is good. So, door on the right.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want?
Oh, no.
And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people.
I hope I can go back.
So with that in mind,
done.
my first addition to the game is this button, which speaks the name of the person playing the game.
That's awesome,
Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, that's really good. I always thought that would be cool in games. Because, like, you always input your name, and it's like, you know, I always put, like, Vindico or something. That's just the tag I use for a lot of stuff. But it would be cool if it said my real name out loud. Like, it's personal. It's talking to you. It's always talking to, like, the first thing that comes to mind is Cyberpunk, how your name is V, you know? They always call you V. But, like, I'd like to be called my name. Alright, so let's see what it'll do.
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim.
Well, my name is not
But of course,
Jim.
in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is.
Okay.
Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full
Okay.
experience of this feature. Just play along. I
Jim.
promise
I'm
you'll
Jim.
love
I'm
it.
Jim.
Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
I am Jim. I work in the
I
office.
want you to imagine yourself living as Jim. Sleeping and waking as Jim.
I am Jim.
Falling in love
I am a
and
Slim
being
Jim.
heartbroken as Jim. Seizing all of the world's possibilities as
Okay,
Jim.
I'm
And as Jim, watching your dreams crumble into dust.
I am Jim.
Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
I mean, I'm so much Jim that I don't even think the name Jim anymore. It's like embedded in my brain. I just Jim.
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush!
That was
was
good.
you!
That was
the
good.
button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
It hits even harder the second
It's
time.
so
If
good.
this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money.
It would.
Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
But it's good though.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim.
Too much.
I'm putting the Jim button away.
No.
Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
Jim.
No. Okay, fair enough. Well, I'm glad we get to keep looking around because it looked like there was other cool stuff to look at. Can I press these buttons? No, too big, too small, just right. Oh, I got an achievement for trying to jump. When there's something out of my reach, I always try to jump and grab it. But, you know, obviously can't do that.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable.
That would be hard to enforce,
That
though.
would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
True. Okay, the button that says the name of the player that's playing the game, which that was over there. Jump circle, infinite hole. Is that the hole I heard about? Okay, let's... There's a lot to explore here. I want to go to the reassurance bucket next. That looks good.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical.
Okay.
That it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with
Show
the
it to
game.
me. Show it to me.
It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket.
Oh, something's dropping.
You
from the
see,
ceiling.
Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your
Can I
mind.
have that in
and
real
your
life?
heart.
I
It's
want that in
true.
real life.
As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting.
Well, how do I get to
You
it?
may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be?
Sounds
Yes,
kinda hard.
the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
I'm ready.
Can you feel it?
I feel it.
The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair,
feels like-
must already be sweeping through your body.
It reminds
and
me
in
of
fact,
the-
can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of
Getting over it.
charisma as well?
Charisma?
I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Oh, say no more.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on
They
and on,
do.
don't
There's a lot
they?
of benefits to this
All
bucket.
this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Tell me I get to keep it, though. Tell me I get to keep it. Oh, I get to keep it. What if I try to put it down? Oh, I just keep the bucket. I just get to keep the bucket. Oh, this is the best day of my life. This is the best day of my life. There's nothing that could be better than this. I just get to keep the bucket. The bucket's
Does
just...
anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game?
It's a good bucket.
That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Why is the infinite hole somewhere you can get to from multiple directions? Okay, who is this guy? That's not... Is that Stanley? I guess that's Stanley. Okay.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one.
Don't worry.
I think that
Game
in the new
designers,
version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons.
Okay.
But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
I would so here's the thing. I have a thing. I like to send stupid birthday cards to people. Not like the stupid that you find at the store. So there's like okay, let's pretend there's a lot of like simulating in this game, right? So like let's pretend you're at a store, right? Let's just say. These are the monitors that I have. So let's say you're at a store and you pick up a card on the shelf and you're like, it's your birthday today. You're a monkey, haha. And then you open up the card and it goes, monkey, monkey, ooh, ah. And everybody's like, oh, that's the most hilarious thing in your whole life. I think those cards are lame now because they've been overdone. Here's what I think is funny. So you go to the store and you go to the little kids section. You go to like the My Little Pony, Transformers, Bugs Bunny, Caillou section. Like we're talking little kid cards. And you get a card for someone that's like 20, 30, 40, 50 years old. And it says like, happy first birthday from Elmo. And you send them a card. I think that's funny. So I think that the happy 12th birthday step-niece, that's the way to go.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
Okay.
Get Well Someday. It
No. I'm unappreciated in my time, man. I'm unappreciated in my time. So I'm assuming that goes to the infinite hole.
Maybe I should have gone with...
Yes,
no.
you should have.
No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
You should... No, go back.